Good morning, everyone. It's the Environmental and Community Services Committee for the 10th of March 2026. I'd like to just remind everyone that this meeting is being audio recorded and those in attendance should refrain from making any defamatory statements. We're going to go through, are there any applications for attending meeting via video link?
Nil, Madam Chair.
Apologies?
No apologies either.
Disclosure of interest?
None submitted.
Public participation?
There's none registered for today.
Site inspections?
Nil.
Okay, so we'll get to the business items. So could we please turn to ECSC.03.1, dwelling alterations and additions, including carport. Mr. Pringle, would you like to just give us an overview?
Yep, thank you, Madam Chair. This application is being reported to the committee because the proposed carport, which is part of this development, the side setback of the carport of 158 millimetres doesn't comply with a minimum setback requirement of 450 millimetres under the Upper Hunter DCP. The rest of the proposed development has been assessed as acceptable. The variation of the setback control has also been assessed as acceptable due to the limited space available on the block for a carport and the negligible impacts of the proposed development on the adjoining property. We've therefore recommended approval of the development subject to conditions of consent. We have got plans that we can put up on the screen just showing you where that setback variation is for the carport. Might be difficult to see, but you have got copies of the plans in the agenda. There's a minor variation. The side setback, if you just scroll a bit, probably can't read that plan, but it's 158 millimetres from the side, and as I said, it should be a minimum of 450, but the impacts will be negligible.
Okay, thank you. Any comments, Councillor McGill?
Yeah, just a couple of questions for the Director. One, we could approve this without the carport, I presume, just the rest of the DA. And two, at what point does a carport become subject to a DA? Four posts with a sailcloth between them, is that a DA? Or is that a structure that's actually permissible?
Yeah, through you, Madam Chair, there are provisions under the State Environmental Planning Policy for exempt and complying development where carports can be exempt in certain circumstances. In this case, it's part of a development application. I'm not sure if it would meet the exempt criteria, or probably it wouldn't in this case because of the setback issue, but it is part of this development application. We see no reason why the car park couldn't be approved as part of the development.
Any more? I'd just like to say I think the extension itself is lovely in the fact that it's in keeping with the original building, so I think taking that into account, I think that's probably for me would be a bigger concern. But I think it looks like it's been very well thought out to make sure that it really fits in with that street. Could I have a mover, please? Thank you. Councillor Clout, seconder. Thank you. Councillor Stoltz, all in favour? The ayes have it. Thank you. For the second item, it is ECSC.03.2, so re-establishment of alcohol-free zones. Mr. Pringle, would you like to talk to that point?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. As you'd recall, this matter was considered at the Environmental and Community Services Committee meeting back in December last year, and that the resolution or the recommendation of the committee was to support the re-establishment of the alcohol-free zones across the Upper Hunter Shire and undertake public consultation in respect of those zones. The committee's recommendation was subsequently adopted by Council at the December Council meeting. We subsequently advertised the proposed alcohol-free zones on Council's website and in the Hunter River Times on the 23rd of January. We also sent letters to the Hunter Valley Local Area Command, New South Wales Police, and licensees of premises that adjoin the proposed alcohol-free zones. As a result of the notification process, we received two submissions, one from New South Wales Police and one from the licensee for the Scone Willow Tree Hotel. The New South Wales Police didn't raise any major concerns with the proposal, however recommended an extension to the Merriwall alcohol-free zone to cover some of the streets adjoining the Merriwall Showground. And the Scone Willow Tree Hotel indicated their intention to to seek approval for footpath dining, which would also include consumption of alcohol in front of the premises in Kelly Street, and requested that that area be excluded from the proposed Scone alcohol-free zone. We've considered those requests and we're happy to support them. We've recommended that the alcohol-free zones be adopted as per the descriptions and the plans shown in the attachment, which you can bring up on the screen. As I said, the only change to the maps is the area in Merriwall, which includes those streets surrounding the showground, and then the Scone description has changed slightly to exclude in front of the Willow Tree Hotel. Happy to take any questions, Madam Chair.
Councillor McGill.
Yeah, a couple of things. Has there been an incidence of people ignoring the alcohol-free zones over the last few years, and have the police reported unrest, bad behaviour?
The only incident I'm aware of is what was outlined in the submission from the police in relation to the Merriwall Showground. There may have been other incidents that have occurred throughout the Shire, but I'm not aware of those. But having alcohol-free zones in place is obviously a deterrent. So because of those alcohol-free zones may actually be stopping that sort of antisocial behaviour.
Just following on from that, and these are the only alcohol-free zones in the Shire, we're not talking about anywhere else?
That's correct, just the ones that are shown in the attachments to the report.
I think that answers your question. The other thing too, the signs in Murrurundi are about 10 years old. Are we going to go around and redo all the signage?
Through you, Madam Chair, every time we renew the alcohol-free zones, we do get staff to update the dates on the signs.
Yep.
But if they're quite old and need replacement, we can get staff to have a look at that as well.
I think there will be some replacements.
You'll know then where you can drink on the street then, Councillor McGill. That'll be good.
I just drink water.
Yeah, there you go. And I think it's a really sensible approach too. It'd be great when the Willow Tree opens that there's more dining up in that area, so it'll liven that space up even more, so that's great. Could I have a mover for this, please? Thank you. Councillor McGill, seconder. Councillor McLeod, all in favour? The ayes have it. And that concludes our meeting at 10:37. Thank you.